I'm James Causey. This is my IL576 Stakeholder Project. I want to welcome everyone here today. I have teachers and administrators here, and we're going to go over changes to the Pellissippi School Employee Dress Code. Why are changes being made? The first reason is to ensure all employees present themselves to our students, parents, and general public in a professional manner. To ensure all employees model for students attire appropriate for success. To increase the public's perception of professionals in our schools. Excuse me. General dress code manner. Clothing should be neat, clean, in good repair, and appropriate for on-the-job appearances at all times. No jewelry or other outside of the clothing artifacts that are obscene, distracting, or may cause disruption to the educational environment. All employees must be in compliance with the student dress code, just like the employees should be applying, and so should the students. Business casual Fridays or alternative attire days for special occasions or activities may be approved by principals and will be announced depending on each principal at each school. PE teachers are permitted to wear jogging, windsuits, and athletic shorts. Appropriate dress for females. Dresses and skirts should be appropriate knee length. The slit of a dress or skirt must come no higher than 2 inches above the knee. Dresses and skirts tied enough to hinder walking are not acceptable attire. Slacks and capri pants may be worn in an appropriate manner. However, capri pants must be below the knee. Palazzo pants and leggings may be worn. However, the outer garment must be knee length. Low-cut blouses, see-through clothing off the shoulder, halter-style tank tops or clothing which reveals the midriff are not appropriate staff attire. Sleeveless clothing must cover undergarments. No revealing attire whatsoever. If you look on the slide right here, I made a slide, and we'll start right here. These are jeggings or leggings right here. And this right here is not appropriate. It's not allowed. They must be below, the jeggings right here are not below the knee. They're above the knee. And this right here does not cover up the bottom appropriately. Over here, yes, she does look cute and everything, but this right here is the band. Her dress is too short. Also over here, this is approved. But just like anything else, it's got to be between the principal. The principal has to be able to, just like everything else, be consistent. Appropriate dress for females. Shoes and sandals without a back strap are acceptable. However, beach-style flip-flops, yellow box flip-flops are not acceptable attire. Athletic shoes are not acceptable for non-physical education teachers. However, special needs foot attire to accommodate foot problems or appropriate activities may be addressed by the principal. Athletic shoes are allowed on the playground and during other times such as field trips, lab days, PE, field days, when dress shoes may be a hazard. Earrings on females are the only visible piercings allowed. Hats are not to be worn inside. Visible tattoos are not acceptable. Another slide right here. Flip-flops. I know we all like to wear flip-flops, but they're not. It's a safety hazard, okay? Because you're more accustomed to falling with flip-flops on. Body piercings up here. That is not allowed. That distracts, especially as a professional, as you're trying to educate students. This right here becomes destructive. And a tattoo right here, that's not appropriate either. Okay? Appropriate dress for males. Men are encouraged but not required to wear ties. Shirts for males shall have collars. Banded collars on button shirts, collar sport shirts, 3-button golf shirts, suits, sport coats, and dress shirts are permissible. Athletic shoes are not acceptable for non-physical education teachers unless foot problems or appropriate activities deem it necessary. T-shirts other than school-affiliated shirts are not allowed. Facial hair should be kept neat and clean. Hair length will follow the same policy as student code of conduct for the Pellissippi school system. Hair length should not be impaired vision, must not touch the collar of a t-shirt when measured at full length. Earrings and visible piercings on males will not be acceptable. Hats are not to be worn inside as well. On this next slide right here, this shows a Dress professionalism, what Pell City School System wants their teachers to look like, okay? Has some stuff you do not need to wear. School t-shirts only, okay? No tank tops, jeans only on announced special occasions. No earrings or visible tattoos, no flip-flops, no shorts, no tennis shoes, unless approved by the administrator, okay? Are there any questions, comments? Are there any other dress code items that need to be discussed or added to this before we implement this in August 2016? Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, Mr. Causey. What happens when a teacher shows up out of dress code?
Well, first thing, it's like any other thing the principal has to handle, they have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. And if they show up without dress code, you have to, just like in the code of conduct, like a student shows up, you have to be sent home. I know previous years, our administrator here has, Dr. O'Neill, has sent teachers home who have not been meet dress code. Do you feel like there's any changes, all these changes will be perceived well through the staff during next year or throughout the Pell City school system?
So these changes are going to be implemented system-wide?
Yeah, it's going to be implemented system-wide starting in August 2016.
Okay. Well, as a parent of a junior high student, I think it's good that these changes are being made so that the teachers are separating themselves from the student as a professional. But as a kindergarten teacher, I'm constantly up and down with the students in the floor from circle time to centers and just a lot of interaction. So how are we going to address that issue with, you know, the difference between maybe a secondary dress code and an elementary dress code?
That's a good question. Well, the policy is going to be system-wide, but it's going to be just like anything else. The principal from each school is going to determine when they're going to be wearing pants, how they're going to justify each situation between kindergarten and middle school. And a middle school and high school is going to be different from elementary school. But that's a great question, though. Anything else? I'd say thank y'all for coming. We're going to implement this in August 2016. Thank you for everything.